We love new country and we love live music. Exclusive live sessions with Dean and Sheena on air.
Dean and Sheena on air.
We are in studio this week with Megan Rose. Megan, you are from Essex. Thanks for making it up to our part of the world here in the heart of England. Tell me a little bit about how you got into country music to start with.
Well, I mean, I've been brought up kind of listening to the likes of the Dixie Chicks and more, your Dolly Partons and Johnny Cash. And I got to the age of about 14 and I was singing, doing your kind of local cover gigs, and someone spotted that I had a bit of a twang for a country voice, and I was like, you know what, this could really work, and I love country music. And it just kind of went from there really, and I started writing when I was about 16 and just fell in love with all aspects of country, and especially, the most recent commercial styles that are coming into play.
Now, I love your EP with its diverse sound on there. You've got different flavours.
Yes.
So it sounds like you've got this fusion thing going on, which I think is really amazing. I love it.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I think that comes from listening to so many different styles of country music. And I'm kind of surround myself with a lot of like folk musicians as well. And I think together we were able to create this sound that was a fusion of different styles. And I think it's created a little bit of a niche, which has been great.
Who are you listening to at the moment?
Well, at the moment, I'm really into Maren Morris. I love her new album, Girl, and there's a few tracks on there that I can really relate to, especially A Song for Everything and RSVP. I think that's a great song. Other than that, I love Maddie and Tay, and they've been quite an influence for me with some of my own music. And I think where they're quite young as well, I find them really inspiring. They're achieving so much already, and they seem quite grounded with what they're doing. I think it's very easy sometimes in this industry to kind of portray yourself in a different image, but they seem to have, stuck to who they are. Yeah, Carrie Underwood, she's another one of my favourites. And they all have kind of taken on this new commercial route as well, which I think is really great.
And I'll tell you what, we're going to hear from all of those guys this hour. Right this second, though, it is the turn of Maddie and Tay. This is Girl in a Country Song. If you are just tuning in, where have you been? You've got Dean and Sheena on air. Great to have you with us. This hour, Megan Rose is our guest in studio. She's made the journey up to Middle England from right down there in Essex. Megan, let's talk about the first track you're going to play for us today. It is called Brave This.
Yes, it is, yeah. It's the title track of my EP that I released last September. The song is really special to me because it was a song talking about coming out of a relationship, a long-term relationship, and I think it was the first time I ever experienced heartbreak. But I do think that a lot of people could relate to this song because often when you come out of a relationship, you don't just lose that partner, but you lose a family as well. And it was about collectively me kind of learning to be myself again and know who I was on my own before meeting that person.
Exclusive live sessions with Dean and Sheena on air.
Now, the next track you're going to play for us is No Strings. I believe this is a new one from you.
It is, yes. So I haven't recorded it yet, but I will be later on in the year. So you can expect to hear that. You can buy it anywhere later on in the summer. I wrote this song, I kind of based it on a few friends and myself with personal experiences about how I think when you try and just have a bit of fun and it's just meant to be lighthearted, how it never really ends up that way, especially for a female. So I wrote this song and I think it's going to be quite a good summer song. It's feel good, it makes me happy, and I just love playing it.
Exclusive live sessions with Dean and Sheena on air.
This time around, we've got Megan Rose with us, and that was No Strings. Megan, the next track you're going to play for us is called?
It's called 19, and this is my new single that I will be releasing at the end of May. Yeah, I'm very excited about this song. It's recorded in quite a different style from anything that I've done before. It's going a little bit more commercial with that kind of new flair that we were talking about earlier. And it's another relationship song. I seem to be good at these ones. Or not so good at relationships, so it would seem. But this one is kind of that last push, that last try with somebody, and a bit of a closure song, really. And I performed this festival out in Australia I wrote it to perform at Tamworth Country Music Festival in January. So that was when it was first performed, and yeah, it would be great for everyone in the UK to hear it.
And the funny thing is, you find yourself in Tamworth, the other side of the world right now.
I know, the irony.
Exclusive live sessions with Dean and Sheena on air.
That is Megan Rose with 19, playing with Dean and Sheena on air as part of our live sessions. If you want to check out more of those, head to deanandsheena.com or our YouTube channel, youtube.com/deanandsheena. All right, Megan, I noticed you've mentioned, I think it might have been on one of your social media profiles, you describe yourself as country with an urban twist or something like that.
Yes.
What would you say to people who have this thing about, oh, if you're not Johnny Cash or Dolly Parton, there's not enough twang, then you're not country?
I would say that is totally not right, because it's taken a completely new turn. And I know I've already talked about her, but going back to Maren Morris, if you listen to her album, it's so pop. And that is what's working right now. So you don't have to have this real deep southern twang to be a country artist. And we're really lucky now with the UK, because it is promoting so much country music. And in order to be a country artist in the UK, you know, it's quite unnatural for us to have a twang. So be true to yourself. And if it's something you love doing, then just go with it, because I'm sure it will work.
And the storytelling aspect as well is a major thing, isn't it? I mean, however you do it.
Yeah, storytelling, that's always going to be, I think, the crux of country music. And as long as you can use that within your songs, I think it will work. There's only so much of listening to people, you know, talk about trucks and whiskey that probably the UK market will allow. As much as I could sing about that all day, it is taking a different turn. And that is what, as I say, that's what's working right now. So
I forget who it was actually who said, if you haven't had heartbreak, then you can't write songs. I can't remember who said that now. It's annoying me, but
I think I agree with that.
Funnily enough, speaking about that, this is Lady Antebellum and Heartbreak. You've got Dean and Sheena on air with Megan Rose. Dean and Sheena on air with Megan Rose in studio this hour. If you're a fan of the show and you listen quite a bit, then you might know we love covers. Well, Megan is going to dip into the water of something outside the genre of country in just a few minutes from now. We're looking forward to that. Also going to talk more with her before the hour is out. Let's talk about your time down under, hanging off the earth upside down. How was it there, and is it as hot as everybody says it is?
Oh, yes, it was so hot, honestly. I think I went to Australia in one of the highest heat waves they've had for over like 30 years or something crazy like that. But it was amazing, and the vibe of Tamworth Country Music Festival is just like nothing I've ever experienced. It's a week full of music. There's over 300,000 people that attend over the week, and yeah, it was just phenomenal. I performed on the Friday, the 25th of January, and it was the day before Australia Day, so definitely high spirits were in, which was great. And I was really lucky that I got to perform twice. So I performed once at 11 a.m. on the regional Australia Bank stage, and that was just quite chilled, a nice slow kind of acoustic set. And then later on, I was one of the final acts on the Toyota Fan Zone stage, which was a much bigger stage and yeah, a bigger audience. But it was about 43 degrees when I performed, so it was very warm under all those lights as well.
I've melted at festivals when it's been, 20 degrees? So. But then we wear these thick branded rugby shirts, so I need to choose something better. Did you get to do any travelling when you were down there?
I did. So I've lived in Australia actually for a year, a few years ago. So it was really nice because I got to go and see some old friends that I'd made in Brisbane. Actually, one of my best friends is out travelling in Australia at the moment, so I got to see her in Sydney. So I saw, yeah, probably a bit more of New South Wales than I have done prior to going this year. And it was lovely. So I think I crammed a lot into 2 weeks. But yeah, it was a great experience. Lots of time to meet up with friends and yeah, have a bit of fun as well as performing.
Well, if you thought you'd heard the last of the music from Megan, you were wrong. She's got a great cover of something from outside the realm of country still to come in the next few minutes. Don't go anywhere.
What's your time?
New country plays here with Dean and Sheena on air. That is Maren Morris from her album Girl, A Song for Everything. We've got Megan Rose in studio with us this hour, and that's one of the artists that she is currently listening to.
Okay, moving away from the music a little bit, we love to talk about food and drink on the show. We're a little bit obsessed. What's your favourite pizza? What's your favourite ice cream? And what's your favourite cocktail?
Oh, my favourite pizza. I like a chili chicken, actually.
Oh, sounds good.
Yeah, that's definitely my favourite. Ice cream, do you know what? I'm really weird. I don't actually like ice cream.
Oh, fair enough.
So yeah, I know, it's a strange one. And cocktail. Ooh, I do like a porn star martini.
Oh,
that's
lovely.
the Essex girl in me.
Okay, here's a good one. If you were a Disney character for a day, who would you be?
I would probably say Belle, because she spends all her time in the library and I love a book. So yeah, I'd definitely go with Belle.
All right, so now you're going to play for us a cover of a non-country song, but it's got that sort of country element to it if you want to stretch the genre a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. I think the version that I've done, I've put a little bit of a twist on it as well. Obviously, the real recording has got some synthesizers on it. But yeah, I love this song, and it's won by one of my favourite artists called James Bay, and it's called Wild Love. I love covering this song because I think he's a really great songwriter, and I think he's going to be one of the greatest songwriters actually of probably our generation. There's not really been any music that he's put out that I don't like, so it was nice to strip back one of his songs and I suppose do it in my style.
Exclusive live sessions with Dean and Sheena on air.
We are bringing you 2 hours of the very best new country from Nashville, but also right here in the UK. One fine example of that is Megan Rose. She is our guest this hour. We're about to wrap things up, but first, Megan, you are supporting those boys Holloway Road. I always do that when I'm talking to them.
Those lads.
I can't help it.
I'm sure they love that. Yeah, those boys, I am. I'm supporting them at their hometown gig at Peggy Sue's on the 18th of May. I love performing there anyway, so it'll be great to be supporting them at a place that we all love. And yeah, I'm really excited about it. So you can get tickets on their website and yeah, come down, have a listen.
And then down the road, there are a few things you can't talk about just yet, aren't there? But exciting things, because I know about them and we can't say anything. It's terrible. But we know what it's like with festivals and things.
Yeah,
and
festival season. It's a bit hush-hush at the moment, but keep a look out on my Facebook and my Instagram page. I will be letting you know in due time where I'm performing. That is Megan Rose Music UK. And if you just put that at the end of facebook.com and instagram.com, you'll be able to find me.
Excellent. And we'll link up any events Megan's playing at on our website too, at deanandsheena.com. Just tap on events. All right, Megan, well, it's been great having you with us this hour. Thanks so much for playing for us and being here anyway.
Thank you for having me. I've loved it. Thank you so much.